What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Young Hebrew. Welcome back to another video. Much gratitude for joining me today. Biggest news we've had probably since the PS3 to PS4 port and Xbox 360 to Xbox port for GTA 5 Online. Big news. Finally got a release date, November 11th, for the next gen hardware to take advantage of this online experience that we hold near and dear to our hearts. So Rockstar went ahead and officially made an announcement, amongst other things. This video is just for GTA Online and what Rockstar had just dropped on us today. If we look here, we see details on new updates in GTA Online and Red Dead Online, plus Grand Theft Auto 5 coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S on November 11th, and more. An assortment of new updates to both GTA Online and Red Dead Online are on the way throughout May and the summer months, bringing some of the most frequent fan requested additions to each game, along with a host of new items, quality of life updates, and much more. Right here, quality of life updates. This is something that they really need to hone in on. You're talking about frequently fan requested additions. So if we're talking about fan requested, a lot of quality of life updates, a lot of house cleaning fixes need to be in order. So we got the Deadline, Return of the Shitaro, great bike grab if you don't have it. That's the Tron bike in GTA Online. Stunt racing, a cunning stunts event. So it seems like an event that they're rolling out, as well as survival. They're going to be adding the survival mode to different map locations in GTA Online. We'll get more into these three aspects that are being implemented down here below. This is what really got my attention. My attention right here is GTA Online and Los Santos, LS. A car culture is back on the streets in a big way, with new opportunities for fans of performance and customization upgrades to get together with like-minded, I use that term a lot when it comes to the crew. Discord link is in the description. Gearheads to test and show off their rides for free from interference from authorities and other troublemakers. The renewed interest is bringing a new underground car meet into the area, along with new additions to the local racing scene, and demand for stolen vehicles has never been higher. Expect high stakes and high action as crews hit the streets. To get a hold of the latest vehicles on the hot list, challenge each other in new race types. I think hot list they had in previous installments, GTA Grand Theft Autos, or take part in a series of multi-part robbery missions. Where a precisely modified getaway vehicle will be your best weapon, all later this summer. This here, I'm a huge fan of their Midnight Club series. To be more specific, their Midnight Club Dub Edition remix that was on the Xbox 360. You know, the people that make the cars and do the customization and do the car mechanics in GTA Online are the same developers that had a hand in the Midnight Club series. I was just talking with some players, some crew members, about why not dropping a Midnight Club game, you know, amongst LA Noire, amongst, you know, Bully, amongst, like, why not drop another game in between GTA 5 and GTA 6? And then the main one that I thought, you know, that I would like to see is a new Midnight Club. However, since we're not getting a new Midnight Club, this right here excites me. We're talking about performance, we're talking about customization, we're talking about running from the authorities. It really sounds like an import export 2, right? It sounds like an expansion on the import and export, which we've been asking for. So if there was ever a time to deliver this import export expansion, it would be November. It would be during the expanded and the enhanced version. It would be for next gen hardware that would really get players back onto the game. Also, it doesn't, well, from what I'm reading, right, it seems to be very well grounded. It doesn't seem to feature a lot of future weaponized vehicles, but we don't know. We haven't seen the drip feed list, but this seems to be well grounded. It takes me back to the early 2000s. It takes me back to Need for Speed. It takes me back to the Fast and the Furious, definitely, because that's what influenced it all in the car culture. So talking about car culture, and I'm a car fanatic. I'm a car guy. I'm a fan of cars. It's I like to see. I'm a big fan of customization. We're talking about Need for Speed Carbon. We're talking about Midnight Club performance and customization. With the last summer DLC, we finally got the Eclipse, you know, my 98, 99 Eclipse that I like, and we got some street tires. What's going to be added now? And that's what I'm curious to see, is what they're going to implement now when it comes to this said customization, this said performance upgrades. So this definitely has my interest, because even when DLC, and I was just talking about this with a crew member, even when DLCs come out that I'm not particularly a fan of, even if I'm not interested in the update, I'm interested in the vehicles. I'm always looking for what vehicles are coming through the drip feed the next 10 years. You know, Rockstar loves to drag that out. So they're saying underground. Again, that takes me back to Need for Speed. Underground car meets. I wonder where this is going to take place, because I would like for it to be a place where Mark II can't blow up. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think we're going to be able to do this in the invite only. You know, you saw the way Rockstar is maneuvering, so I don't think it's going to be done in invite only. I want to see where this underground car meet area is going to be, and I would like to be able to experience this, you know, grief for free. you know, and it says, and demand for stolen vehicles has never been higher. So we're import export right off the top. I'm thinking import export, you know. Okay. Multi-part robbery missions, you know, acting with your crew, high action stakes and high action as crews hit the streets to get a hold of latest vehicles on the hot list. How can they further expound on the customization, spoilers, splitters, diffusers, you know, exhaust tips, you know, wheels, tires, you know, the hood scoops, mirrors. They have all that in the game already. Now it's just about getting those cars that we want, you know, the Nissan 370Z, 350Z, like the one they brought through the Arena Wars DLC, but it's only weaponized. You know, you can't have a what we call an NPC version of it, right? Just a regular tuner version of that car. So I like to see a lot of tuners in this DLC, because I feel like that'll bring it back to, one, because I'm a huge fan of cars. It's familiar to me. I'm in particular, I'm a fan of a lot of import exports, right? A lot of imports, a lot of tuners, a lot of the customization, a lot of the older cars, like I said, the early 2000s, anything like that, I'm a fan of. I'm digging it. So to help gear up for GTA Online summer update, 8 new stunt races are right around the corner, coming to GTA Online Stunt Series on May 27th. So those of you that like stunt races, May 27th is when those will be implemented. New tracks will be introduced on an array of white knuckle thrills for stunt racers and an assortment of vehicle classes. So again, categorized in certain vehicle classes, which really is broken. You know, there's a lot of cars that shouldn't be in certain classes that are, but you know, whatever. Shortly thereafter, fans of the futuristic Deadline mode will get 7 new arenas in which to obliterate opponents with their Shitaro bikes explosive light trail. If eradicating waves of armed resistance is more your appetite, survival mode will also expand to new locations throughout Los Santos and Blaine County. So Los Santos and Blaine County. So that's what they got for the stunt races, Deadline, and the survivals. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm not a huge fan on the stunt races, not a huge fan Deadline, not a huge fan on survival, but I do partake in these and I do enjoy them, but it's not something that I'm begging for or in high anticipation for when it comes to a next DLC. Since we're talking about keeping it grounded and expanding on modes, series that are already within GTA Online, I'm not mad at this at all. Make the stunt races better, add more arenas to the Deadline series, utilize more of the map and its locations for the survival modes. You know what I mean? It would just be better if you bump the pay up, you know, just to at least what it is for double money, if not triple money, especially for the survival modes. That I'm not mad at. You know, the less futuristic stuff they add, the more they keep it grounded. Like I said, it seems like they're taking it back and keeping it more grounded and trying to get away from that future-esque, like it appears so right now. It appears so right now. I have no idea what the drip feed list looks like. But like I said, at some point they kind of got to let off neck a little bit, right? They're strangling us with the being griefed and all that. The test net type patch really drove players away. Bring it back a little bit. Let's that up a little bit. We don't know what the future holds exactly, but that appears what they're trying to do. The rest of this is Red Dead Online. I'm going to cover that in a separate video, as I'm a huge fan of Red Dead Online. That's really been in a drought for content. So I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts and opinions on this. I wanted to expound on the quality of life changes, but I think I may save that for another video, because there's a lot to get into that. That I would like to see, or that I would like to request, just my thoughts and opinions. If any more information comes out along the lines of this expanded, enhanced version and what they plan on doing with it. Like I said, I know they're introducing the Rage Engine, the latest version of Rage Engine, which they've been utilizing, like I said in my previous videos, but it'll be the one that Red Dead's using. So, you know, maybe a crouch feature, things of that nature. So that's what we can expect when it comes to that. Again, GTA 5 Online will be utilizing next-gen hardware. November 11th, 2021, official announcement for Rockstar. Let's just hope that it stays grounded and that this is something that we can all enjoy this summer. That's all I got for you beautiful people. It's your boy Young Hebrew. Much gratitude for joining in. If you enjoy the content, drop a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and peruse at your leisure. If it's content that you think you'll enjoy, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's your boy Young Hebrew. Till next time, rest easy.